Bananas. Bananas. Bananas.
Okay, so here's something I never talked about, but I'm confident now I could talk about it. So I was offered lots of money, right? Like I was bribed a lot of money, and like just to walk away, just to stop, to be quiet, right? I can't be quiet. Can't be quiet when you know you're right about a necessary shift needed, an altercation, a roadblock to put in front of what's going on, right? Like it's not stop. It won't end, right? Like what are you gonna keep doing? Like, you know what I mean? It won't end. Their madness won't end unless it fucking abruptly ends. Like, you know what I mean? The roadblock. And the reason why they won't let it end is because their egos, and they're ashamed and they're embarrassed, and they want to say, well, I was. Everyone needs to feel like they're the fucking smartest guy in the room and all that shit. So anyways, when I was working, just delivering the food, skip the dishes, I ran into Jim Pattison, wealthiest Canadian, worth $10 billion or so, 18 billion, who knows? Numbers are up there, right? And he offered me a large amount of money. And and it was said in a different way, but also what he was telling me as well. And this is the most important part. Like I don't want the money. I didn't take the money. But he was being bullied. He's 90-something years old, right? He comes from an era that was like, we're all products of our environment. So there's some recording of him making a racist comment at some point, and they were using it against him. And he had to invest in a couple of bars, a couple of nightclubs, for I don't know who, but specific members of the black community. And I don't know who they are. I could probably figure it out, and I don't really want to, but so whoever you are, probably better to come forward. It's fine. Come forward. Right? It's fine. And yeah, don't bully a 93-year-old man for a comment he might have made against whatever race. Who knows? Who cares? Back in 1962, here he is saying something about, who knows, Chinese or black or fucking, who knows, right? Indian. Who hasn't? So you're going to what? You're going to hold this guy hostage against some words he said that you have access to, that you shouldn't have access at all, but you've been holding on to as fucking collateral in case you need to fucking hijack this guy and sabotage him at some point in history. And then you come to that crossroads, and here I am with my skip the dishes bag going to pick up fucking food to deliver, and poor Mr. Pattison is getting fucking not only bullied to invest in some nightclubs because they have fucking some racist comment that he made. But he's not a racist man. He's just whatever. He's a product of his environment. He made a comment one night, or 10 nights, or 100 nights, and 1,000 nights. Who knows? Who cares? People are talking. That's it. They don't hate anybody. Speaking. They might have a bad thing to say for that moment. And then they go on. And if they're hanging out with somebody that they made that comment about earlier, even better. Even better. Like here, Megyn Kelly. Who else is there? Candace Owen. Ben Shapiro. Don't hate each other. Who cares if you have different opinions? Who cares? Love each other, fuck. Don't even love each other. Like each other. How about that? Like each other. Like each other. Just like each other. Go hang out, fuck. Enough of this shit, fuck. They got you tied in now. Fucking, your heads are spinning, fuck. Now you're going at each other. Just get along. Get along with each other. Megyn Kelly, you're great, fuck. You're a great person. You're better than that. You're better than what you're subjecting yourself to. I know it's a lot of money, but fuck, I get it. Ben Shapiro, fuck. Smarten up, man. Yes, you got a great... Slow down. How about that? When you're talking, slow. Slow it down a little bit. Fuck, come on, man. Right? Yeah, you're a great education you got. It's worth 0. Sorry. Now your ego's crushed and you're like, what? It's not worth 0, but you know what I'm saying, man. Zippity-doo-dah, fuck. You're taught all the wrong... Here, this is what you're taught. You're taught knowledge to perpetuate fucking evil to the maximum. Yes. Believe it or not, like it or not, that is the truth. That is the fucking truth. I'm not going to apologize for it, fuck. Honesty without apology, buddy. Your intelligence is intelligence to perpetuate evil, which is not intelligent at all. There's 0 intelligence to that. Do you get it? Dumb here is intelligent. Just be dumb. Just be dumb, fuck. There you go. And we all need to have an aim. What's the aim? Right? What's the aim in life? I was thinking about it yesterday. Okay, the aim is longevity. Who gets to live the longest? Who's the longest? We got the fucking trumpet player at New York Islanders yesterday, 103 years old, pounding out fucking "Oh Say Can You See" or whatever, Star Spangled Banner. And he's playing it like a fucking champ, man. 103. That's what we want. That's what we want. That is what we want. That might not be what the 18 to 25 or 28-year-olds want, and that's fine. There's going to be a lot more things for them that they want. But I want to see the 103-year-old with the trumpet or whatever he was playing. And I want to see a lot more of those from 80 to 90 to 100. That's what I want. You want it too. And you want to see them at the Olympics for that kind of sport. That is a sport, man. Come on. Longevity of that guy still fucking able to play those notes like that at 103 and the wind in his lungs. He extending the fucking... I don't know. I'm sure he smoked fucking 38 packs a day. An Italian man, too. Went through every war. That guy's been all the wars. He was trumpeting it up through every war. Amazing, fuck. That's my opinion of that. And then longevity, marriage. How about that? That's the aim. Who can be the longest married couple? And that's the thrive. That's what you're going for. And then you know that your name is on that. That's what everyone's going for. And did you make it to the top name? No, but you might have made it to the top 50, which is pretty fucking good. You know, like a marathon. You know, you make it to the top. Whatever, man. And who do you got to be giving these bragging rights to? You'll see when it's all over, when you're buried, and you'll see who you got those bragging rights to. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You want those bragging rights when the time comes. That's it. That's what you want, those bragging rights. How long did I live for? You know? How many people did I help? There you go. There's the aim. And you want those, you don't want that made public either. You don't want everybody going to you because you're the helper. That'll exhaust you. But you got those secret stars. You know, those are the secret stars. When you help somebody, you get a fucking star. When you don't help somebody, you get a fucking turnip or a cactus. That's what you get, a cactus. You get a cactus when you're going out of your way not to help somebody else, whoever that is. Anyway, that's what I think. That's what I think. As they try to call 911 on me for getting insurance, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking stupid, like an insane person, like this. All this stuff that I just said, completely insane. Makes no sense. Who would ever think of that? Like, nice try. You know what I mean? No way, man. We're 3,100 people away from having this. That's it. We're 3,100 people away from having that. Peace. You're walking. Go for a walk. You get your travels 2 or 3 times a year. Everybody does. Everybody does. Everybody does. They get a vacation, a good vacation. And they switch it up every year, different place. It's all included. Everything's included in life. You just put in your, doesn't have to be 40 hours a week of work. Put in your fair share of, like, I think 33 is good. 33 is good. 33 hours of work. What does that work out to be? 7 days a week. 6. So 6 days a week, 33. What's that, 5? It's 5 hours, 5-something hours a day. I don't even think that's necessary. You want to sleep 8? Want freedom 8? There's preparation time in there. All this has to count in, right? 25 hours a week work, man, is sufficient. Gets the job done, too, because the way I see it, you're at a construction zone, there's 28 people standing around, one guy with a shovel. So I don't know. And I know it's the same in your city. Every city that you can ever imagine has the same thing. And don't be mad at them. That's just the way it goes. Not their fault. It's not their fault. That's the job that they got, and that's the job that they're told, that's it. There's a foreman. And not the foreman's fault. It all comes down, right? It all comes down. 28 guys stand around, do not. One guy with a shovel, just kind of patting down some rocks in one square area. So, severely downgrade it. Severely downgrade it. Right, Carney? Mark Carney is a hostage, though. It's against his will. He's thrown into that fucking position. He didn't want it, trying to smooth things over, right? He was just in the background. But he was Bank of Canada. This guy ran things, but that's not his expertise, right? He doesn't know. He's just, okay, I'm able to make money off whatever is going on here, and it seems legal. Everybody says legal. And now he's thrown in there. Prime Minister, let's throw this guy. But he knew after a while. But he's got fucking, what is this? What am I now? what do you want me to? That's why it was great when he was beside fucking, when Trump announced him president. He says, at least he upgraded me to president. And Trump goes, oh, is that what it said? Oh. Sure, I know he knows what's going on anymore. President, what are you? Like, what's your title? Whatever. But listen, at the end of the day, love him or hate him, Trump, doesn't fucking matter. Love him or hate him, right? I don't give a shit who you are. Like, it doesn't matter. I love Rosie O'Donnell. I fucking love her. I think she's great. I also believe that there's no other person right now, or like in a while, a long time, but there is no other person possible for the job than Trump. And I love him. I also hate him too, right? There's a lot of things that I hate because it's nothing to do with his lifestyle. I don't give a shit about that. But I know he knows what my situation is. I'm still in it. And we both know that we both know. And we both have, like, I'm not going to pretend that he doesn't know. It's impossible he doesn't know, right? And he knows I know that he knows. And he knows, and go back and forth. So, but I love him. And I fucking hate him. And I fucking hate him. But I do know that, listen, this is a fucking smart man. He has seen it all, man. He's seen it all. And, his ability to keep punishing himself, because that's what he has to do. He has to punish himself with a repeat and a repeat. Russia. Yeah, this is punishing himself. You have to. It's the only way to get through the fire. You got to keep repeating. It's torturous, man. And I see what he's going through with fucking Russia. Yeah, but this and that. This same fucking shit, right? Another hoax. And the Jeffrey Epstein, it's just Elon. Jeffrey Epstein, it's just Elon. Federally funded. He's recognizing in the entertainment business now. It really is. That's what Jeffrey Epstein is. It's also me. Of them trying to pin things on me. If you go through to Jeffrey Epstein, it's everything. They got the island. All that means is Vancouver Island when I lived on Vancouver Island. They got everything. Fred Flintstone, foot fungus. Federally funded. Force fed. Can go on and on with the F's. FF. And the whole name. You keep going back and forth. Jeffrey Epstein is... Elon Musk was able to come up with that by throwing in everything in my life into their computer system to come up with the letters that came up the most at all those and create a person's name with it. And whose name is that? Jeffrey Epstein. The man doesn't exist. He didn't exist. And he did, but not really in the sense that you believe that that's what his life was. The man had a company that was commissioned by the government to put the explosives into the Twin Towers, but he had no idea that anything was happening. He knew that it was for insurance purposes because of the asbestos. There was too much asbestos in the Twin Towers. Too expensive to remove it all. And I know this because I had the same kind of job at Place Ville Marie in Montreal, removing asbestos. And there's a bunch of us that had to remove asbestos. They gave us paper suits, and by 20 minutes into the job, one suit is ripped, another suit is ripped. Next thing you know, people's fingers are going into the suits, ripping it. Next thing you know, we're all naked. Asbestos everywhere. We're just kids, right? It's 15, 16, 17. And we're getting these fucking asbestos jobs. So who are they going to hire now, right? At New York City to say, yeah, I'll take that asbestos job. How much you paying there? Yeah, you just get some 15-year-olds out of the Bronx and Brooklyn and Hell's Kitchen. No problem. Whose sons are you going to get? Because the Italian sons are not going to do it anymore. They're too smart. The Irish sons aren't going to do it anymore. They're too fucking smart. The East Indian sons aren't going to do it anymore. They're too fucking smart. The Iranian sons aren't going to do it anymore. They're too fucking smart. The Mexican sons aren't going to do it anymore. They're too fucking smart. All their daughters are not going to do it anymore. They're too fucking smart. So nobody's going to remove the asbestos. So what do you want to do with it? Oh, how about we hire Epstein and his company, and we'll just fucking take a controlled takedown. All the towers around, because they're all asbestos. They're all built around the asbestos time. Oh, you want to do that? Yeah. And before we do that, though, don't tell Epstein. Boeing's fucking pissed. The hockey organizations, those billionaires are still making a lot of money, and the other guys are upset with them because they want to make the same amount of money as the other billionaire does. And that Elon Musk is coming up, and he's getting money from other people because the oil companies want to stop him. And he seems pretty protected by some people down in South Africa. So, yeah, so don't tell Epstein what we're going to do. We're going to try to see if we can calm them down. But the lawyers over there at Boeing, they're pretty pissed. Because they're not getting any free labor. And what they decided to do is outsource engineers to India, or they're not even on site on the job site. They're just working on the computer, and they're able to get engineers for fucking $9 an hour, $9 an hour to build the airplanes. And there's some pretty angry people over there in Washington State and other places in North America and around the world that this is happening. So I don't know. We're getting some information that there might be some airplanes that are going to go through the asbestos towers. So what's going to happen is when we're going to put the airplanes through, right? And then we'll do the control takedown. But there's going to be 2 planes that are going to go into each. What we'll do is they'll scatter paper everywhere to give the visual, right, of what these tall buildings are made for. The tall buildings that could be housing homeless, that could be used for productive purposes, are being used solely, 99.3% of that whole high-rise, all of those high-rises in downtown Manhattan and every downtown area that is in the business districts are to hold shredded trees into paper. That's all it is. So we're going to put the airplanes through, give you the visual. 1 zillion papers floating to the ground. And is anybody going to pay attention to that? Nothing. Nobody will see it. Nobody will see it. That these buildings that are being built could be used for many, 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 many things, including shelter. Most specifically shelter. But they want to protect the trees so bad. They protect the paper after they cut the trees. They want to put the trees, to cut trees into fucking massive buildings that they build and preserve those trees and put numbers on them. 0 to 9. That's what they want to do. And they just want to keep doing it. 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. Hey, we found another way to put 0 to 9. How? On a chip. You put it in, we call it a computer now. 0 to 9, 0 to 9. So all these people are just focused on 0 to 9. So anyways, Epstein got that job. Dynamite the towers down. And they wanted to convince you that the airplanes going into them, the gasoline that was so hot, it became as hot as the sun, melted all of the beams going down. All of them. And brought it all down perfectly on a dime, right? Right in one fucking spot. So that's Jeffrey Epstein. Right? So when he sees the planes going into it, he's like, what? Now he's having conversations with people like, what happened? We did the job. Like, I know we're supposed to wait until November or December to bring the towers down. We didn't know like what happened with the airplanes? What's going on here? And that's when Wag the dog comes in, right? Wag the dog. Oh, be quiet, be quiet. Here's a trip. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's keep him quiet. Give him money. Give him money. Give him girls. Give him girls. 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 Let's make sure we set up a nice photo shoot somewhere, or make sure we get some prominent business guys with him, because that's what they did with me, right? With Pierre Polyev, CBC, making sure to take pictures of me with Polyev to put on their news, so that if I'm labeled as something bad, Polyev looks fucking horrible. But if I'm labeled as something good, Polyev looks like a fucking champ. At the end of the day, same thing. Same as Trudeau, right? I like Polyev, I do. But don't get me started, right? You're not in it for the fucking right reasons. At all. Zero. You want to continue the fucking madness. So, same as the Liberals. Even worse. They're waiting for one more to cross. And when I see that, one more of the other side to cross over into the Liberals, I see that as a guaranteed execution for me. That's what I see it as. And that's horrible to even think of. Because if the majority is Liberal, that's problematic possibly for me. Because I'm still alive, right? And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if it goes, another Liberal gets fucking across the... Now it's fixed or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? So if it's the majority that they're waiting for to get me out of it, forget it, man. Not interested. Whatever their gimmick is, I'm not interested in it. Not interested in it. Because what it is, it's all a game of secrets, zero transparency for them to perpetuate and get away with what they're doing. And I'm okay with them getting away with what they did, but the only way I'm okay with that is if the fucking perpetual madness stops. And then you get away with it. Because you're brave enough to say, okay, we're going to fucking make a drastic change here for everybody in society on this planet. We're going to make this change, and we're going to do it right away. And we're going to put everybody to work. And we're going to make sure everybody is fed. And we're going to get these fucking farms going and the agriculture going and the fucking cows farting, man. Get those fucking cows farting and born more cows. We got to feed people. We got a lot of planet that could be grazed. Cows eating grass and pigs eating grass, and if your religion doesn't eat pig, whatever, bacon's fucking fantastic. You're missing a lot of fucking goodness there. Maybe think about it. I don't know. It's not that dirty of an animal. It's rolling around in its own shit and its own fucking... So are you. You know what I mean? I'm eating somebody today. Somebody's thigh, 1 inch rolled up. It's not true, but that's the image I got, right? That's the image I get. So for me to shake that image, it's like, ooh. All right. I think that's it. I gotta go, yeah, before I print that, I gotta make sure I get this wowie. So I gotta make sure before I print. I know what's priority and what's not right now. And the printing and paying that is not priority. No. There will be in a few days, but not today, this week. What's priority is making sure that I get income this week and that it arrives. And if not, worst case scenario, I guess I have to rely on the GST that comes in. Or I'll sell some fucking Rice Krispie squares or something. You know, I'll tell you one thing though. The Lilo burger I made, I'm not going to give the secret away, but yeah, I'll never have a burger another way now. Ever, 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 ever again. I will never make a hamburger another way again. I swear to God, than a Delilah burger. God bless you, Delilah. What an invention. What a fucking invention. If you haven't tried a Delilah burger, they're only in Montreal. Ask Mario Lemieux. Just ask Mario Lemieux about a Delilah burger. He's going to tell you, you're never going to have a fucking juicier, better tasting burger. And, well, you will. If it's on a flame broil or something, but this is not flame broiled. So you're never going to have a better, juicier tasting burger than a Delilah burger. It's fucking delicious. And the fact that I'm able to make this at home now with this recipe, and it's a simple recipe. My brother let me know it. Fucking God bless you, Ron. Love you, buddy. All right. That's it. Delilah burger. Everybody wants one. Mario. All right, I'll do you one. Mario. Got ya. I'm going to do an acronym. Love you. Log it down. So the other good part about Elon Musk, there's a lot of bad, right? But he's also protecting himself on all angles in case this all goes awry on him. So his intention, though, if it does go bad, is to buy up a portion of fucking Texas and vote it out of America. Have it be an independent country. And that's where they're going to put me because they want to execute me in Texas for a crime that was never committed. That's the other part of the script here. So Elon, as much as he's trying to kill me, at the same time, if I'm able to survive him trying to kill me, he's going to try to save me. He's going to try to save me in the town in Texas where he has his companies running out of. And at the same time is Arizona as well. And at the same time, out of Texas, have if they were to fucking have me executed in Texas for a crime I never committed, where they already taken blood out of the hospital here, like a Steve Avery, right? Making murder. Like, I've never been to Texas. I think I drove through it for like fucking 15 minutes or something. Or maybe that was Arizona. I don't think I went through Texas. Flagstaff. Where's that? Arizona? I think it's Arizona, right? So yeah. So these have been all my things I've been writing about, right? Part of the script. Whatever script this is, like in this hostage crisis where they're trying to set up quiet and like silence me, right? because I got the truth on like a lot, 99.3%. So the other 0.7%, like, they just want to fucking make me go away. Make me go away. It's not gonna happen. Right in here, fuck. Right in here. So figure it out. But it's funny though, Elon Musk buying up a fucking town. I wrote about that like, I don't know, a year ago, maybe 8 months ago, maybe longer even. Buys up a town in Texas where he can separate it from America in case the death penalty comes. Excuse me. I gotta protect the Holy Spirit. But if he's not the Holy Spirit, we gotta kill him. No Holy Spirit, man. It's all part of law. It's a Holy Spirit thing. You guys rely on the Bible, swear an oath. There's a language between the words you speak and the actions you do, and that's a language right there. Your body language. Your body language and mixed with the words you're speaking is a completely different language altogether. So that's me, the interpreter. I'm interpreting that. John 14:26, apparently. I applied for the job, I sent my resume in, and I got the fucking job. Sorry. They all could have applied for that same job, all the judges. They all could have applied for it, because they knew what they were doing. They knew. I didn't know what they were doing. I had no idea. I had no idea. They knew what they were doing. And they knew what their option was, too. And they knew what their any one of them could have taken that job. 14:26 in the Bible. Like, I'm not even a Bible guy. but it was Bieber put something up and I read it. I'm like, oh, whoa. I said, this says something here. Fuck, this is it. Because we're looking at it from a legal point. All right. So not only did I crush your entire legal system right here, 14:26 tells you. So what they're going to try to do now is try to dismantle the entire Christianity from the justice system and just base it on other fucking religions, or not, but remove Christianity in the Bible, and so that the 14:26 can't be relied on. They're going to try to pass some bill like that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work for them. They're so stupid. They're so stupid, because that's just one of fucking 1,000 different ways. That's why they're just beating a dead horse. But even though they're just going to buy time, and well, one, and okay, we got 999 more. No, you don't. You got one, and you don't even have that one. You're done. It's over, fuck. John 14:26. That's what it comes into. All right, now we're in a court of law, Your Honor. You swore an oath on that same fucking stack of Bibles. John 14:26 is in there. You could have been that translator. You didn't want it. Not only didn't you want it, you want to just take the money for it. Not only the money, you want to put people in jail. You want to punish people in bars, the same bars that you should have been in yourself. That's the fucking Holy Spirit telling you. That's what that is. So the 14:26 and the John, like, you don't even have to be a Bible person. I don't know. Yeah, religion, any religion, doesn't matter. Every religion can have this too. One person in every religion, file a suit. Telling you. File a lawsuit. It's the hockey organizations. You'll see. You won't get a lawyer to represent you at all. And if you do, sabotage city. That's what it'll be. That's where I come in. 14:26. We're translating what you're doing here. Because your words are not matching your actions. You guys are saying you're the court of law, and you're to uphold the law, and uphold the law in the best interest of the nations. Is that where you weigh it out? Okay, the best interest of the nations. Is the best interest of the nation to cover up the truth? No. Never, actually. Ever, ever, ever. Impossible for any decision to be ever made to say, in the best interest of the nation, it's best to cover up the truth. No. Nope. It's your own feelings you're covering up. It's not the nation. Nation has no feelings. You're covering up your own insecurities that you believe others will have as well. And they don't. They had no part in it. Nobody has. First of all, it was all fucking passed on, right? But the only ones that have a part in it now are the 3,100 billionaires. The hierarchies. The Vaticans. These are the people. And their little fucking flying monkeys that they got so obsequious. I will do whatever you say because they don't want to lose the comfort of their brand new Sealy Posturepedic mattress, like, and their new car that they get guaranteed every 3 years. Whatever. All right, walking down, kids. Sayonara. So went for a walk. Have another observation. I don't know if I put it on camera or not, but I definitely recorded it on my audio. So here's the reality. You're not going to like what I say again, but that's the way it goes. So this is where we see, all right, how like people pay for touch. All right. So, and we're going back to the caveman, right? We're going back to the apes and the gorillas. So they groom each other. The gorillas, they groom each other. So when a woman or a man, but mostly women, they're going to get manicures and pedicures. They're doing it they're paying to be touched. That's it. They're paying to be touched. Nobody gives a shit about the nails. You got nails. You already have nails on your hand. You want other nails on top of the nails because you think somebody cares about you. No, what you're demonstrating, what you're showing everybody. This is what you're doing, subconsciously or otherwise. You're showing everybody that you particularly have no desire to be touched or to touch the person that you live with and that you're with. Even if you do touch them, you have no desire to do it. You prefer to go pay to have your hand and feet touched. You can do that yourself, right? You can do your own fingernails. But you're really there for the a little massage on the hand. Your spouse could do it for you. You just don't. You just don't want. You're disgusted with your spouse because you see them every day. Their underwear are there, shit on the bowl, piss stain here. So you're disgusted with the person you live with, but you shouldn't really be. You shouldn't really be. But you are because of the rat race that you're in, right? If there wasn't a rat race, then all that stuff would be beautiful. But the rat race is what keeps it all nasty. So you got the woman paying fucking $100 to get her nails done, or 200, or whatever the fuck it is, right? Expensive. Seems like it anyway. Getting her feet done. When their spouse could do it, right? Or their boyfriend or their girlfriend, or they could do it for free, and then they get to hang out with each other and fucking. But nobody wants to be touched, no? The woman want to be touching her husband's fucking crusty toes? Probably not. Probably not, right? So you got to pay for this. So it's just prostitution. Still, it really is. You're just paying for touch, right? You're paying for touch when you can have it right in your own house. You don't want to rather pay to get touched. So, which got me to thinking of now the feet. And in the Bible, there's part of the Bible where Jesus insists on washing the feet, like he's the guy in charge, and he gives the order that he's gonna wash the feet. Not that he wants his feet washed. He wants to wash some old fucking drunk or whatever, crusty old feet. And I'm like, I can't see that happening. I'm not going to be. I can't see anybody coming up to me and saying, "Hey, well, I can't wait to wash your crusty feet, your old crusty feet." Right? So I'm like, I'm thinking back. All right, the crusty feet and then foot fungus. So that's the relation in foot fungus in the Bible where goes on into the universities and how they recruit. They recruit in the high schools, and they learn this through who's got fucking foot fungus and who doesn't. And the foot fungus people, they kind of discard with, right? It's almost like maybe put them in the lower ranks in the military. The first one off the boat that's getting the bullets, like. So I was thinking back when I was a kid, really young, I couldn't cut my own nails. You're too young, right? So my mother would do them. I just cut them so short, right? Blood, fucking pain, hitting it quick, making sure there's ingrown toenails. That's the most painful feet I've ever had. You can never imagine having, you know, my whole life. So then I got to thinking, well, there's the fucking business. Obviously, fuck. Because you got crazy mothers, right? Not all, but some mothers are crazier, and then they'll be even crazier if they had a bad day with the kid. You know, a bad day screaming at the mall or something, embarrass the mother doing something. And all she's thinking about how to return this. How do we return the punishment on the kid without anybody seeing? Okay, I'm going to cut the kid's toenails today, just a little bit shorter than they should be. And that's it. There starts the foot fungus, right? She knows it too. She knows that a little bit of this at a time is going to cause a foot fungus, because it causes the bacteria gets in when you cut it, and then gets under the fucking skin, and then the itch starts. And that's when the itch, and you can't find the itch. It's everywhere. You can't find it. You can't locate it. You're not sure if it's in the nail or if it's in the knuckle of the. So the business should be like, I don't know how old you are when you start doing your own, clipping your own nails, but I don't know, like, is it 10 or something? I have no idea. Like, I don't think at 10 you can even do it, can you? Or you even should be. So there's a great business where compassionate people, right, are going to have that job, and it should be mandatory. That's it. Mandatory. That's where you got to bring your kids. So that's the business. You got them till at least fucking, I don't know, 12. Say 12. So 12 years of service where, you know, babies sleep a lot too, right? So your nails grow a lot. There's a business right there. You got to bring your babies to the fucking, instead of having the mothers cutting the fucking nails, too short, angry at the kid. It's the way, or the father, same thing, right? We're all human, but you can't take out your punishment on the kid because you're upset. The kid doesn't fucking know, man. You had the kid. You had the baby. The kid didn't decide to be here. Not his fucking choice or her choice. You brought it in. You were horny one night. You and some fucking dude that you met in a bar or whatever the case may be. Your husband or whatever the fuck it is. Well, the fact is you were horny that night. You had sex. You had a baby. Baby didn't ask to be here. It's trying to figure out what's going on. Now it's following you through that path of fucking blindness. Now you're upset because you couldn't get your fucking shoes that you wanted at the mall because the kid made a fit because you couldn't get the ice cream. Then you shouldn't have passed by the ice cream store. You knew it was going to fucking bother him, and you knew the ice cream store was there because you passed by it fucking 400 times this year going till you're getting your fucking nails done. So, and you know the kid's going to want the fucking whatever it is, you know what I mean? So just make sure you avoid that. Instead of passing by it and causing yourself mayhem in the fucking, you know it's going to go, right? You know how it's going to go. Then you go home and you cut the kid's nails too short. I'm not saying this is every fucking parent, right? But obviously it's not every parent, right? So, hi. I'm talking to myself like a dummy. What do you want? She's asking when she's barging in who I'm talking to. Now she's upset that I'm not talking to anyone. But if I was talking to someone, she needs to interrupt. Never interrupts, right? Doesn't care what I'm doing ever. We talking? I mean, all right, log it up. See. All right, so here's another observation from when I was eating the PK Subban's thigh. I'm not sure it was his or his brother's. Like, somebody played for the Devils, New Jersey. Maybe he did. I think he played for New Jersey. Can't remember, man. Too much going on. Sorry, bud. Followed your career, but trying to follow my own career, right? Anyways, the thigh meat curled curled up into little fucking rolls. Thigh muscle of, I don't know, murdered victims gone by. Who knows, right? No idea. It's probably okay meat or not. But it got me thinking, like, here's another experiment East India's involved with. Vegans and vegetarian. Make sure you're vegetarian. Why? Because everybody knows that nobody eats meat eaters, right? Like, the animals that we eat, they don't eat meat. You know, like, we don't eat dog because they eat meat. We don't eat cat because it eats meat. We eat cow. It eats vegetation. We eat things that eat vegetation, right? And birds eats fucking seeds, whatever. Bird's not eating fucking a turtle or whatever, you know? Maybe it is, actually. Some are. Yeah, eagles, I guess. They'll just fucking take whatever, right? But we're not eating eagles. That's why there's certain birds we can eat. But so the concept of that is like, okay, let's we'll eat people. That's what they want to do. We'll eat people. We're going to be cannibals, but as long as they're vegans or vegetarian, that way there's no meat on them, and that way we can eat them. So and I'm sure I'm not that far off on this one. I'm telling you, man, because there's madmen out there. They're thinking things all day long, right? And I'm sure it's fucking happening. I'm sure it's fucking happening. So then it got me to thinking, all right, so the environment and climate change is caused by cow farts. All right, so cow farts and cow burps. Okay, and we know that cow farts and cows themselves are vegan, vegetarian. So it's always the vegans and the vegetarians calling this shit out, right? It's the cow farts, the ozone, the climate change. It's them. In particular, they are. Like, no doubt. Right? Raise your hand and say, yes, it's me. So the vegans and the vegetarians are like, it's the cow farts. Everybody's in trouble because of the cow farts. All right, so if they're vegetarian and you're vegetarian, then your fucking cow farts and your fucking burps are causing the fucking chaos and, and the climate change. Right? Raise your hand. Say aye, Anthony Robbins. I don't think you're a vegetarian. Maybe you are, though, actually. I think you were for a while, right? Yeah. George O'Rourke. Sorry, buddy. Cow farts. You're the problem. You're the problem for climate change. Say aye. Anthony Robbins. Say aye. Anyway, that's the observation, fuck. So vegans, we can eat you now. That's the next script. We got East India. They've been already working on it for a while. Keep giving them curry. Give them curry, soak them in the... All right, over here at the UBC rink. Can't help but observe another missed opportunity. I got just restaurants across the street, but who gives a shit? Down here, there should be no less than 3 little... a variety, whatever, fucking popcorn one or whatever, fucking snack, little snack bars, fuck. Minimum one. 0. Maybe inside the building there might be. Maybe inside the building there is, but should be out here. Should be right out of here, underneath the canopy. Fucking, I don't know how many hundreds of people are here. Kids, nothing, 0. The skating rink, and you got nothing else. You got nothing else to give them. You got the music, which is great, but missed opportunity for commerce. Once again, sabotage for whoever. I don't want to fill out the forms. Chaos. Just for them to put it in the shredder anyway, as soon as I fill it out. So there's another idea for you. There's a cafe menu inside. Let me check inside. Looks like a cafe. Big lineup. Yeah, a little cafe. It's inside though. There should be shit outside. Here's about inside. You're outside, you watch. We're look at the cafe menu, $38 a bottle of fucking water. Fucking stupid. Let's see. Yeah, snack food. So hot beverage, we got coffees, cold beverage, water for $2.50, Powerade, and then chips, cookie, and a noodle soup. That's what they got. That's what they got. Go fuck yourself. That's crazy, right? How about, at the very minimum, give us some sloppy peanut butter noodles, you know, for like ramen with a little fucking melted peanut butter fucking on it. Give us something, fucking. Anyways, missed commerce opportunities all day, all night. So this is all winter long here. You guys got 3 months, at least 3 months to fucking get this one done. I'm sure you can do it. Yeah, 3 months. Put 3 fucking businesses down here. Easily make fucking 100 grand each. Easily a year. Easily. Just in the season. Anyway, walking down, I'd like to get one. I'd run a, I know exactly what I'd run. Delisle style. 100% right here. Boom. Back. Selling them like fucking cheesecakes. Alright, walking down. Tons of kids here, right? Tons. They're with their parents. So, really nothing for the kids off, you know, for a little snack after. A little energy, like, you know, just a little something for them, you know what I mean? They see a little variety, that's what gets, I'm telling you, they want to return, they want to return, they want to return, fuck. See a little variety, a little snack. Doesn't take much. But no, they got it for the adults though, right? The lounge. What do we got? All right. 8:33 a.m. and we're going to be talking about fucking stupidity again. All right. So I don't want to fucking dive down this guy's throat, but you got to do it. Ben Shapiro, man. Shut your fucking mouth. Just shut the fuck up. All right, buddy? Seriously, just shut your fucking mouth. You're not smart. You're not. Zip it, fuck. So people that go on that ridicule anyone that might have an idea that there's some conspiracy, whatever the conspiracy is, right? Some people think this is a conspiracy. Some people think that is a conspiracy. Then you got somebody like Ben Shapiro. That's a ridiculous retard, fuck. Zapping his fucking zapper mouth, fuck. Never stops. 400 miles an hour. He can't get his words out fast enough because he believes the faster you speak, the smarter you sound. Dumb. This guy's dumb, fuck. He's a good guy, though. Right? He is a good guy. But he's just been misinformed his whole fucking life. And he will not accept that. He won't accept it. So, this guy will ridicule anyone that might think conspiracy, right? So, essentially, not even essentially, what he is exactly saying is conspiracy theorists, you're idiots. So anybody that believes that there's a conspiracy, whatever the agenda is, you're an idiot. Because in his opinion, it's too difficult to have that many people keep a secret, right? Okay, you fucking fool. So, how does World War II go? How many secrets do you think were being kept there? 1? Or fucking millions, you stupid fucking idiot. World War I, all the wars. You don't think there were secrets? You don't think there was a conspiracy to do something? You fucking idiot. That's why wars happen. Because people like yourself, Ben Shapiro, keep ridiculing and demeaning people who see through your bullshit. You're a narcissist. You're a fucking idiot. Shut your mouth, fuck. It's okay to be a narcissist. Be proud of it. But shut your fucking mouth. You're not teaching anybody anything. Zero, fuck. You're teaching people wrong. 24/7, buddy boy. Zip it, man. Conspiracies have to happen for wars to happen. And within the war, there's a conspiracy. And what is a conspiracy, do you think? The conspiracy is to fucking kill as many as they can. And who are they? They are the fucking lawyers, you fucking idiot. How many times we gotta repeat this shit? Like, keep repeating it. And you keep repeating your nonsense at 400,000 miles an hour. Nobody can hear the word you're saying, buddy. Nobody. That's why you speak so fast. Because you don't want anybody to hear what you're saying. Because it's all shit. You know it's garbage. You know deep down in the core that what you've been taught is garbage, fuck. Trash. It's not your fault. It's what they put you through. They put you into that. Who? Your parents. And who? Their parents. And who? What else do you think? Your synagogue? Garbage? Doesn't matter. Synagogue, church, it's all garbage. Garbage, fuck. Now we're hoping that we adjust that accordingly, right? And we make those places of worship something worthy. Because nothing was worthy before today. Zero, fuck. Zip. But now, those buildings, places of worship, let's turn it into something good, right? A place where people could relate to one another and not feel guilty about what they need to do to pay their bills to the person that they're talking right to next as they're trying to make a deal, a sale or something. Fuck off, man. Your fucking perpetual shit is garbage. You're done, man. Seriously. Anyway, still love you, Shapiro. But zip it, man. It's enough. Your podium's done, fuck. Or maybe not. If you think you got your followers, then you're the problem, buddy. You're the problem. If you want to continue building followers to follow your message, you're the problem. Figure it out, bud. All right. I got to write to the Welly here. Need an alibi. Just to prove that I'm sending them a letter here. Make sure they got my documents. They don't respond, so need the alibi. Just make sure that if you got to use their own portal, right? You can't get your own evidence that you sent an email to them because it's through their own portal, so there's no proof that you sent an email. That's how ridiculous it is. Anyway, let me see here. Just trying to make sure that you have received all of documents that you requested. Thank you. Kindly respond and confirm receipt. This and previous messages. I sent it. I don't know if it's sent or not. Now it won't let me reply to anything else now. Says all that there. Telling me to call them, but if I do call them, not allowed to call them, not allowed to do anything. So just the fact that I'm sending them anything, I'm not even allowed to, I don't think. I'm not sure how it works. It's crazy, right? So I can delete it, but I can't reply. I can't. They would have reply there. Messages, outstanding documents. There you go. Due by the 29th, which is today. So there you go. Due by the 29th, which is today. And I sent everything in. So we'll see what they get. I'm gonna see if Sean wants to. Alright, so all my documents are in. They've been in for a while. Still pending. Service requests. All the documents are in. They're all in. Due today. So they're all in. Everything's in, so. No notifications, account info. Anyways, we'll see what happens. All right, 9:48. It's a busy year end. Excuse me. All right, so we got today we got 40 billion coming into Canada from Toyota. So I don't want to say Trump's dropping the ball. I'm not going to go in that direction. I'm going to go that these are long-term strategies with both nations. And they recognize it's important to build up Canada. Not just build it up, but really protect it. Protect its integrity. And now we got, as I was saying, like with all my court documents in there, that not only expose like sports, but it went to the other areas where the lawyers talk, they discuss shit, right? And Boeing in Washington State, they're saying, well, how come these organizations here in Washington State can get away with making billions without paying their employees who happen to be kids? And what are we going to get? We want something here. So the lawyers are like, lawyers want everything, right? Filthy, these guys, man. They're as filthy as they get, fuck. So well, God bless them, right? I mean, but whatever, like, it's enough. It's enough. Yeah. Gets me thinking about every lawyer that I've had, you know what I mean? Like I had one lawyer telling the judge, this French lawyer, really hot woman. I think her name was Plant or Pilat. Pilat or Plant. Anyway, she worked for Pilat Plant anyways. I'm not sure if she was Pilat or the Plant. She was one or the other. I don't know. There you go, that's the other PP too. Pilat Plant, fuck. These guys, that law firm. This one throwing me under the bus to the judge in her stilettos. That's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, so we got, so Boeing is like, what do we got? We got to get something here. So the lawmakers are like, okay, don't say anything, but okay, go to East India and you can $9 an hour or whatever for your engineers, build the planes. They don't even have to be in America. It's right there on a computer. They don't even know what they're doing, right? So, I'm sure they do, but they don't. You got to be on site, man. You got to be there. So now Boeing coming up to Quebec, coming up to Canada, and this is where I'm not going to say Donald Trump dropped the ball. It's all long-term strategies. Long-term strategies between the king and Trump to rectify a serious situation that they both are responsible for. Big time. And they are. They are. Trump can pretend he's not, but he is too, right? Well, he's trying to fix it too. I see it. B2s today, Kent to Colby, the 2 burgers. But I also see that you want to cut off my fucking power. Because it doesn't make sense why you don't want to send a B2. You don't want to pay the fuel for a B2. You guys are dropping billions a fucking minute on nothing. Rocket ships. But you don't want to send a B2 bomber. You want to send the gas to where? Oh, no, you don't want to send the bombs, man. Stop bombing people. Like lacrosse ball right off the fucking tennis ball. Anyway, so yeah, Quebec. We're gonna get Boeing now, and here's the reason why. Because Trump went on a tariff rampage. he just went on tariff fucking wamboozled against Canada. Because of all my court documents. That's what it's about. It's all it's about. It really is. So he went on a fucking tariff rampage. Just tariffing the shit out of every fucking industry. But he also he hit tariff on the aluminum industry. And Boeing needs that for the planes, right? And so do the other aircraft manufacturers. They need it for the planes. Boeing's got 150,000 employees. So Trump announces the tariffs. And out loud, right? Blasting it over the airwaves across the world. About tariffs, bringing in tariffs. And now Canada is, we have a special product. It's very, like, there's only a few people in the world that are able to do it. To process the aluminum for aircraft grade. And we have it in Canada. States doesn't. And they need our aluminum. So when they tariff the shit out of us, we just quietly wait it. to see what would happen. And that's what happened. Now Boeing is in a fucking, they're getting orders for military jets all over the world, and they're like, well, we need the aluminum from Canada. And they're like, well, you got so much tariffs, we can't give you that fucking shit. And they're like, okay, well, we need it. And we're like, I don't know, you tariffed us to fucking no man's land. What do you want us to do? Not gonna help you on that shit. Besides, what are you gonna do? You're gonna build more fucking planes and what? Blow people up? Fuck off. No, we can't help you. Not interested. Like, we're not interested in your bombs anymore. You got enough planes. How many more do you need? They're not even being used. They're not even being shot down. At least in World War II, they're all being shot down. You guys aren't even getting your plane shot down. What are you ordering more for? Where are they going? Over football stadiums with fucking red, white, and blue behind them. That's where they're going. Long beaches, like, under bridges. I get it. Like, it's a good show, right? But nobody in the world right now wants any more of your fighting in it. They just want agriculture, pump the water in, stop fucking starving them. That's it, man. So anyways, good news for Canada today. Congratulations, Canada. You got Toyota and you got Boeing. So I suspect there's going to be a lot more because countries around the world are recognizing what I'm saying. And they see that now Canada is on the right path. We're on a right trajectory. You know, we're not, nothing's perfect, but we're going to get a good idea here on how things should be going a little better than, you know. I have a friend right now that was just talking to me. Acquaintance. I don't really even know her, to be honest with you. I've never met her. I've never met her in my life. But I've talked to her several times. In Winnipeg. When I lived in Winnipeg. We almost met a few times when I was in Winnipeg and when I lived there. She lives there. But she's going through a situation where her mother is. And her mother is being kind of intimidated and bullied or whatnot. So that situation is got to be rectified. So you got to get the military over there, making sure that she feels fucking secure. No choice. You guys did this to them, man. You guys are, you know, now go in. Walk the perimeters where these two people are. Their family. Backpacks on. Orange, black. Get it done. Walk the perimeters, fuck. Inconspicuous. Feel safe. Mother's on her last, people breaking in her doors, or I don't know what's going on, breaking her accounts. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not really getting much information on what's happening, but whatever it is that's happening, and that shouldn't be happening, just stop it, because this is what's going to happen to whoever's doing it. It has nothing to do with me, right? Like, I'm just sitting here in fucking in Vancouver in a hostage crisis, but I do know what's happening over here, and I have my finger on the pulse, let's say, of what's happening in Canada, in America, and a lot of the world. I'm going to say all of it, but a good portion of it, fuck. So what's going to happen to these people that are intimidating her and are going out of their way to apply psychological warfare on her, that ends right, like, hopefully that ended already, right? Right? Okay. And if it hasn't ended, and it doesn't end, and it continues to not be conducive to anything that she wants to do in life that is productive, a productive member of society, no matter how small that might be, or maybe no matter how large that might be. Stop fucking interfering. Stop sabotaging. Stop intimidating for whatever you're trying to cover up in your shit. Everybody's trying to cover some shit up. Even her. That's why she's afraid. Because everyone's afraid to talk about fucking whatever went on. And who gives a shit? It went on because it was all set up to go on. To set each other up. That's all it does. Boom, 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 boom. The dominoes, fuck. So don't worry about it. They're responsible. They know. There's only 3,016 of them. It went up to 3,100, but it's going to fall down to 1. That's going to be it. That'll be it, man. They'll be walking the perimeter. They'll be walking the perimeter. So yes, please and thank you. inconspicuous, but at the same time, very helpful. Don't intimidate her. Just let her know on a regular basis. Here to help, making sure everything's okay. Over and over, repeating. Repeating, comfort. Repeating comfort. Anything we can do, bring her something. Bring her a turkey. Bring her a chicken. Bring her something. Just keep bringing her something once every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is. Right? That's it. Looking forward for the next, whatever it might be. Nothing big. And nothing that'll clutter the house. You know what I mean? Nothing that'll clutter. No ornaments. Maybe once in a while. A little trophy or something. That's it, like. That's all you got to do. Not everybody's in that situation. You didn't put everybody in that situation, but you put a lot. And you're going to fucking fix them. You're going to fix the situation that you caused. Right? And I know the people you're going to send in to fix it aren't the people that actually did the damage. But you know who did the damage, and you're going to be in there too, General and Colonel. You did the damage. And we're talking people since 2000, the year 2000. Those judges and lawyers that were all part of that from that time on. Boom, all the way from the McCrimmon, CRA, Canadian Revenue versus McCrimmon. Right from there on. All those people involved. Come on. Pretending you don't know what's going on. Stupid. Government taking the government. Who won? Who won? Did it win? The government win? Oh, the government's taking... Oh, the government wants to take the government to court. I get it. Okay. And the government lost too, right? And they won. And like, fuck, you're stupid. Fuck. Get out of here. Playing the same. And tomorrow, 20,000 more laws to cover up the 20,000, 19,200 crimes you did today, and 800 for the crimes you're doing tomorrow, just to follow through with yesterday's crimes. And that's it, man. Every day, same shit. Printing out 28,000 more fucking laws. More than that. Like, I'm just being, like, more than that. Like, you see those books, man. Fucking ridiculous, man. A law for this, a law for that. A, B, C, D, 29.1. Yeah. Started off a guy beside a burning bush of marijuana and 2 tablets. That's really what it was. 10 Commandments. Like, hey, that was weird. Thou shalt not. Like, they didn't put in the thou shalt not rape. Oh, that's another thing too. Got to discuss. This is a tough topic too. So, word is out now. Any retards that are violent or just bad people towards prostitutes, or male or female, yeah, they're bad news for you. Bad news for you. So, sorry to tell you, it's nothing to do with me, right? I'm just sitting here, hostage myself. But any of the guys that, yeah, do any harm, that's words out. Bad things coming your way. So careful, just letting you know. Got to tune your attitude in. You got to tune your attitude in. To it and add it and to it. You got to tune your attitude in. So yeah, don't be abusive or violent, or because taking names and numbers of these people. That's how they do it, right? So now more than ever. So treat them well, and tip them well, and yeah. 28 and over. 28 and over is what we're looking at, right? That's what you want. I don't want the 18 to 27. But that's up to them, right? It's not up to me. It's up to God and them. I'm the translator. God says 28. That's it. That was for strippers, actually, the 28. So I would assume it's the same thing. I haven't spoke to her yet. All right, so Boeing and Toyota, I'm suspecting several more are coming. Companies that you're going to see. IKEA, I suspect, is coming. A couple of things like that, but we'll see. All right, lock it up. That's Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm Syndrome, Sweden. That's why IKEA comes to Canada. And where they come will be into the main area will be into OK Falls. That's where it's going. Manufacturing plant for IKEA. And they'll find a place somewhere in the back, somewhere near where the eggs were. The eggs and the honor system with the fridge. You know where it is. Anyways, around there. Somewhere back there. You guys can figure it out. All right, lock it down. IKEA coming in. That's a big one too. Sorry, buddy.